everyone. As part of the Department of Education's project, because of the COVID pandemic, we will be having the distance education, and now I'll be having my demo. I am Magdalena Alcazar Bernardino, grade 8 English teacher. And now I am in the quarter 2 module 3. And these are my students for their attendance. You can see their pictures and their names. And I won't call them one by one, but I am sending this to them in our GC, in our Zoom, in our video class. Now our topic for the day is compare and contrast. It is so easy. Compare is to know the similarities, alikeness, sameness, similitude, and the contrast is talking about differences. Okay? Grammatical markers in comparing and contrasting, like, also, resemble, similar to, both, compare. The contrast are the unlike, although, whereas, in contrast to, as appeared to, in the contrary, on the other hand, however, and different from. Okay, it's so easy to remember. To compare is to know the similarities. The contrasting words are to know the differences. Comparing and contrasting things in the presented. For example, smartphones and telephone are both used for communication. Each needs signals to make a call. But similarly, smartphones can be used in any locations. Okay? So, telephones are used only for calls, while smartphones have lots of functions. Okay, similarly, also the same as, okay, these are used for comparing and contrasting. What are the words that you can see there for the contrasting words? Okay, anybody? Okay. Please bear with me while we are discussing our topics. We will be having our Venn diagram to know the differences and to have a final solution about this. What is can be used anywhere? Cell phones can be used anywhere, has lots of function. Cell phones can be brought anywhere. Cell phones can only be used for calls. Okay. But the similarities, if you will use compare and contrast, both are used for communication. Both need signal to make calls. Both are useful in making people's life meaningful. Okay, there is comparison and contrast, and the general solution or the general idea in comparing and contrast to get the final idea about this. That is the function of the Venn diagram. Okay. Similarities. According to the poem, smartphones and telephones are the same because both are used for communication, both need signals and make calls, and both are useful to make people's life meaningful. The differences, according to the poem, smartphones and telephones are different because smartphones can be used anywhere in any location, unlike telephone, and can be brought anywhere. Smartphones have a lot of function, unlike telephones can only be used for calls. Okay? So, by now you know the similarities and differences of our given topic. Okay? Comparing and contrasting own opinion with the presented text, the gift. Mothers are gifts from above. They are the best blessing we have. They are not just taught us to live, but also taught us to believe. Mothers give us everything we want. They even accepted all of our ranks. Still, they love us unconditionally and care for us immeasurably. Okay? Guide questions. Anybody wants to answer? What are the characteristics of mothers according to the text? Which of these characteristics do you agree with? Which of these characteristics do you not agree with? Okay, I have sent in your cell phones our video copy for the day. And our video lesson, you can find it in our chat, so you can join our brainstorming. Here an example of expressing one's opinion with those presented in the text. I agree with the writer of the point that mothers are gifts from above and they are the best blessings we have. Also, I agree that they taught us to live and believe because our mothers taught us to believe in ourselves and in God. That was so true that mothers' love's unconditional and immeasurable. Okay, so that you won't be bothered to answer, but if you want to share your insights or ideas about these, you can share your ideas. But I know most of you wants to observe because we are all so busy. But then I am highlighting all the opinions that can be presented with for the similarities and differences that is presented in the text. And you may share your ideas. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much for coming here to understand my lesson. Here is an example of expressing one's opinion with those presented in the text. On the other hand, I don't agree with the first and second lines in the second stanza, for my mother doesn't give me what I want but what I just need, and she doesn't accept my rants. Instead, she makes a way to discipline me. Okay, I will highlight the contradicting or the different answers to the questions, the guide questions. Okay, first and second lines on the second stanza. My mother don't give me my rants or my wants, but the child was given what he needs or she needs to discipline him. Okay, all of these are correct, but then we have our own opinion. Everybody's answer can be accepted. Okay, brain gym. May, the grammatical markers in comparing and contrasted. Okay, times like money is a limited resource. You cannot buy anything you want. Likewise, you do not have enough time to do everything you want to do. Our time is the same as our money. It is limited. Also, time is a resource when work needs to be done. Unlike time or money, despite it is unlimited resource, think about it. In contrast to money, which can run